Hi there, savewith.crypto here. Okay, so it's that usual time of the week when I do the meta bonding on Thursday. I do the farm claim rewards thing on Friday, and then I usually put it all together on Saturday, and then that's probably what you're seeing right here. So I've got two different accounts on xExchange. I've got this smaller one here that's currently at $573 total. And I've also got a larger one, which is much bigger. So first of all, I'm just going to see what I've got in the meta bonding. Now so far this month or so, the rewards have generally come out at about $1. I'm not quite sure what it's going to be this week because ZoidPay is down quite a lot actually, and I will be doing another video about that very soon. Because I think it's a good opportunity to get ZoidPay. A lot of people think it's going to die. I don't. But before I do anything, I'll just do the usual screenshot so we can compare this with what we end up with when it's all over. So I think you can see everything there, can't you? Okay. All right. So let's go to meta bonding. So just note that the DEX assets are on 295. So I'm hoping for 395 or something better. I don't think it will be though. But we'll see. So let's claim the rewards. Okay, so that took a little while, but now says tokens claimed. That's good. And you can see it's gone up to 382. So 90 cents or something. It's not amazing, is it? But it is something. Looking at the farms, you can see here that the xExchange one is working nicely at 47.99%. The ZoidPay eGold one is working good. It says you can increase the farm position by 0.4124 and still receive the maximum bonus APR. I'm actually thinking of doing that. I'm thinking of getting what I can tomorrow in ZoidPay and then seeing what I can make in eGold and actually increasing the size of this farm. I mean, it's tiny at the moment. It's only $5.44, but I think that's probably worth doing because I really think ZoidPay's going to go on a tear very soon. So let's have a look at the larger account. Okay, so I'll do a screenshot of this, but what I did the other day was I got a load of eGold that I'd unstaked from the XPortal app, and I used some of it for the Hayton Protocol lottery, and the stuff that I didn't use I actually turned into ZoidPay because I'm so bullish on it. So at the moment this figure here was quite big, 635. That's because I've got $627 worth of ZoidPay there. Okay, so just bear that in mind. But let's have a look at the meta bonding and do a claim or rewards. So that's an increase of about $38 in liquid tokens, which is okay, but it's not quite as good as it has been. I think it's just because everything's kind of down quite a bit because ZoidPay's down quite a bit. Also UTK's down as well. And UTK and ZoidPay are the two biggest ones you tend to get in the meta bonding. Okay, so it's Saturday morning now. I didn't get around to doing anything on Friday. I was a bit busy doing other things. Okay, so let's just look at the little account and see what I can claim today. So there's 275 XMEX and then small amounts of everything else. Okay, so not amazing. Okay, so that's it for the DEX. Let's have a look at the ZoidPay staking. Okay, it's not enormous, $2.29, but let's have that anyway. Okay, that's that done. Now, the only liquid asset I've got now that's actually over $1 is in fact ZoidPay. I'm going to reluctantly convert that to MEX because I haven't really got enough to make any ZoidPay eGold liquidity for the farm, so I think I might just use it to increase the energy. So ZoidPay to MEX. Okay, swap complete. So now I can go to my XMEX and then lock that for 4 years. So we should see the energy go up a little bit here. Okay, so let's compare that with what we started with. Okay, so that doesn't look astonishing as a little leap up in the places, and that actually works out at 1.44%, which, bearing in mind, that's pretty much every week. That's not too bad. And I must remember to update the energy as well. Okay, so let's repeat this with the larger account. This looks nice, $122 worth of XMEX. Okay, lots of transactions to sign. Now, it's worth bearing in mind here that I've got
a load of eGold that came back from the Hayden protocol that I need to do something with. And I've also got the Atom itself, which we can look at in a moment. But the interesting thing here is, I think, yeah, you see this rocket here has turned yellow. Okay, so I do need energy to get that back up. Now the amount it's talking about there is a lot, 660 billion. Well, let's just have a look at the Atom staking. Okay, well that's just 10%. It's not particularly impressive, so I might not bother with that.
That said, the price of Atom is actually, it is fairly up, isn't it? You know, from the original 40 cents. Now on Saturday night, that's up like 11%. I still might not put it in the meta staking though, purely for the reason that if I think at some point it's going to top out, then I want to be able to sort of change it into something else quickly. Whereas with the meta staking, I'd have to wait 10 days. So I'm not going to do that just yet. I might just wait a bit and see what happens with it. Anyway, so back to the DEX. And in fact, you can see here now that my Atom is worth $359. So it's, you know, it's getting there. I think if this doubles, I will swap it out for eGold or something. I'm reluctant to touch ZoidPay at the moment because ZoidPay is down to about 2.5 cents, which is the cheapest it's ever been, I think. I don't really want to swap that into anything else. Although, let's look at it compared to MEX. Now, I believe the way you can do this in TradingView is by going plus there and then comparing that symbol with what you want to look at. So in my case, that would be MEX USDC. That's about my only option there. So looking at this on the 4-hour chart, you see this orange line here is the comparison between ZoidPay USDT and MEX USD, well, USDC actually, but now that to me looks like this is starting to stabilize a little bit. So maybe swapping ZoidPay into MEX might not be the worst idea in the world. Actually, you know what? I've just noticed that ZoidPay has gone down even more just in the past few hours. So I'm actually going to swap all the liquid tokens apart from the eGold into ZoidPay. I'm going to do it right now. I might go a bit mad and I might turn everything into ZoidPay, combine it with that eGold I've got already and put it into the Superfarm. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. But I'm not going to touch the Atom. But things like the UTK, you know, I'm going to swap this into ZoidPay and just do anything that's worth over $1 and increase the size of that Superfarm. Scary, but I'm going to do it. There was a little bit of wrapped eGold as well that I unwrapped as well. So right. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing here. So I've now got a ZoidPay worth that 55743, and I've got eGold worth 1,576. If I was to harvest that Superfarm there, that's $43 worth of ZoidPay. And then I'm going to make liquidity with eGold and ZoidPay. I know I could put it in the eGold ZoidPay farm on xExchange, but the problem there is I've got that orange rocket, so that isn't running at its maximum. I'm kind of hoping sometime this week they'll actually enable the NFT staking, so I'll be able to stake an NFT and get an extra 50% on top of that. So we're over 300,000 ZoidPay equivalent. So we look at 26% there, so 50% increase on that would be an extra 13% on top of that, which would make it 39%, which is looking pretty good, isn't it? Just remember, I'm doing this so that you don't have to, right? So if you see it go wrong for me, then you don't have to. Anyway, if you appreciate that, give the video a like. Okay, I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but yeah, I mean, I've got $641 worth of ZoidPay and then that eGold. And in a way, this is the kind of eGold that I unstaked from the XPortal app that I didn't really ever intend to unstake. So it feels a bit wrong to me, but
I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to do liquidity with ZoidPay eGold. So ZoidPay eGold liquidity, add maximum ZoidPay eGold. Slippage is on 0.1 there, okay. A few things to sign here. So that's adding the liquidity. I should be able to add that to the Superfarm now. Okay. I'm going to go for no lock-in period because this is kind of uncharted territory at the moment in my mind. Okay, so this is the one we're increasing. This is currently 194.84 LP, the equivalent of 328 ZoidPay. So let's see what this goes up to. And there you go. That's what I've got. Okay, so I should have a look how the energy's increased compared to what we had before. I don't think it's going to be amazing though, because I've obviously spent the money on other things. And indeed, it did actually drop back 4 places in the league with a 0.85% increase in energy, which is not brilliant, but considering we've increased the size of the ZoidPay Superfarm, that's cool. Now, I think in my next video, I'm going to sort of try and work out how often I should be harvesting this Superfarm, because at some point what I really want is this ZoidPay, the liquid tokens the ZoidPay platform earns. I want that to be enough to live on, and I want to do that by using the ZoidPay card, which is all part of like the ZoidPay app that's coming any day now. And in fact, I believe as shopping pool owners, sometime next week we're going to be able to test the ZoidPay app, which is going to be phenomenal, I reckon. If it's not, it's going to be really disappointing, but I think it's going to be phenomenal. And if you want to know about that, then the best way to do that is to be subscribed. So while you're down there, make sure the notifications are set on all as well, the little bell thing. Leave a nice comment, obviously like the video, and above all, tell your friends.